Halito, my name is Brad Joe and I work with the Choctaw Nation Cultural Services Department. Today I'm going to show you how to do a simple loop beaded earring. To create the earring, you will need these supplies: a size 10 beading needle, beading thread, either size A or B. You will need beeswax. You will need your earring hooks, a pair of scissors, and your selection of your choice of color for the beads. Now this one here is a size 5, which is going to be for the top. This one's going to work as your dominant color. On most Native American beadwork, you'll notice the flame effect, and that's what these colors create. They are size 10. You can use size 11, whatever you prefer, but today we are using size 10. We have the different colors for the flame effect and the dominant color of blue, and these are all size 10. To begin the process, we're going to use the thread, and what you're going to do is you're going to grab 2 wingspans or arm lengths, however you want to say it. And how that works is you just grab the part of the thread and stretch your arm out, and you grab the part of the thread again and stretch your arm out. And that should give you enough thread to create your first earring. After you have gotten your arm lengths of thread, go ahead and cut. After you have gotten your arm lengths worth of thread, next you're going to thread the needle. After you have threaded the needle, the next step is double threading. And to do that, you bring both threads, the ends, together. Now that you have your thread doubled, the next step will be waxing it. To wax the thread, all you do is set the thread on top of the wax where the needle is and just pull it until it grooves into the wax. Pull it all the way through until the thread comes out. Now that you have waxed the thread, the next step is going to be tying a knot at the end of the thread. To tie the knot at the end of the thread, bring both ends together, hold it together as if it's one thread, and tie a simple knot. And you can do it double to secure it. After you have tied your double knot, go ahead and trim off the excess thread right close to the knot. Now that we have our thread ready, the next step is we're going to tie the thread to the end of the earring hook. You will take your needle and run it through the bottom of the earring hook. Take it all the way to the end until you come close to the knot. Don't pull all the way through, stop just before you get to the knot. When you come to the part of the knot, after you've taken your thread through the bottom of the hook, run your needle between both threads and then pull it. Doing so will anchor your knot against the hook. Now that we have our thread strung on the hook, it's time to string the beads. To get started, you will use your needle and you will pick up 3 of the bigger beads. And you will take that all the way to where the hook is. After you have strung on your 3 bigger beads, the next step is picking up 10 of the more dominant color, size 10 beads. After you have picked up the 10 blue beads, you will string that all the way down to where the other 3 beads are. After we have strung on the 10 dominant colors, we're going to begin with the flame color. The flame color consists of red, orange, yellow, and white in that order, and it reverses back from white, yellow, orange, and red. So you'll pick up 2 of each color. You can use 1 wide or 2 wide, whatever your preference is. And from a distance, that creates a flame effect. After you have gotten those colors, string it down to where the other blue is. The next step is going back to the dominant color. You will pick up 25 of the blue beads. This will be the bottom part of the earring. After you've got your 25 beads on, string them down to meet with the other colors. Now that you have 25 of the blue on, you're going to go back to the flame effect by picking up 2 of each colors, beginning with red, orange, yellow, white, again yellow, orange, and red. The last step on this part is picking up 10 of the blue beads. Before you go any further, just make sure you have 10 blue, your set of flame colors, 2 each. You have 25, again, your flame colors of 2 each, and then you'll end with 10 of the blue. Now that you have your first line of colors done, the next step is creating the loop. To create the loop, you will take your needle and run it through the bottom of the 3 bigger beads through the hole of the earring hook. And pull it until your loop is created. After you have gotten the needle through the loop of the earring hook, you're going to take your needle and go back down the 3 big beads, just the 3 big beads. And when you pull it, it anchors the beads up against the hook. The next step is mostly repetitive. What you're going to do after you have gotten your thread coming out of the bottom of the big beads, you're also going to pick up 10 of the blue beads. You'll repeat this process here. The only thing different on this line is the first time we did 25. This time we're going to pick up 20 of the blue beads. And then we'll finish off by repeating this again and going up, back up through the bigger blue beads. Before you go to the next step, just make sure you have 10 of the blue, your different colors for the flame, which is 2 of each. This right here should be 20 instead of 25. And then your colors again, and then 10 of the blue to end it off. You're going to create a loop out of this line just like you did the first one. Again, you will go through the bottom of the 3 bigger beads, through the loop on the earring hook, and pull it until your thread snugs against the earring hook and creates the bottom loop. And then you will go back down just the 3 beads. Try not to go through any of the smaller beads. It is going to get a little tight at this point. And kind of tug it to where it's tight against the loop. The final part of the loop earring is the last line. Everything repeats just like before. You'll get 10 of the blue beads. And then again, you'll do the same for the colors, the flame effect. You have 2 red, 2 orange, 2 yellow, and 2 white. Then you'll repeat that. 2 yellow, 2 orange, and 2 red. Now remember, this is the part where the first time you had 25, you decrease it by 5. The second one was 20, so this one is going to be 15. You'll pick up 15 of the blue beads. And then you'll repeat the flame colors again. After you've gotten that part done, you'll end it with 10 of the blue beads. And again, you just want to verify that you have 10 of the blue beads. You had 2 each of the flame colors. This one should be 15. Again, your flame colors of 2 each, ending with 10 of the blue beads. To finish off the earring, you're going to go back up through the 3 bigger beads, just like before. And it may be a little tight because you have more beads on there this time. And then you'll come up through the earring hook, pull it, kind of tug on it to get it all the thread pulled through there. And to finish it off, what you want to do is just tie a knot, a simple knot around the earring hook. Kind of tug on it, and then take your needle and run it back down the 3 beads. Kind of tug on it, and to finish it, you just trim off that thread. And there you have your simple loop beaded earring. Again, I want to say thank you for sitting with me today. My name is Brad Joe, and I work with the Choctaw Nation Cultural Services Department. And happy beading. Yakoki.